Good morning. It won't be very obvious to those of you who are following these videos, because they have been played week by week in a series, how long the time period was before the last video and this one. And the reason for that was I wanted to give very careful and due consideration to the doctrine of the devil before continuing the series, especially as it appears to be looming so large in the ideas of Christianity. I looked at the writings of Christian apologetics, the writings of the church fathers. I looked at articles on academia, academic Christians, doctors, professors, church theologians, evangelical teachings, in order to have a good grasp of exactly what the doctrine of the devil entails. I looked at articles such as The Theological Development of Satan by church teachers. I looked at papers such as The Devil Made Me Do It, The Development of a Satan Figure. Now, this was quite an interesting paper because it showed the development of the doctrine, the Christian doctrine of the devil, as arising from the Persian imperial era, which is many years before the birth of Christianity. I looked at the psychological implications of the doctrine of the devil for mentally unwell people and mentally well people, just the impact that it can have on individuals. I looked at a wide variety of articles, and the only reason why I am stressing this is because I didn't come to this with any preconceived notion or an uninformed opinion. And Wikipedia, which I think we all go to at one or another stage, and it assimilates a wide variety of church teachings, writes that Christians have understood the devil as the personification of evil, the author of lies, the promoter of evil, and a metaphor of human evil. Now, strangely enough, I think that that's pretty accurate. It doesn't see that the devil is an entity in itself, a fallen angel or any kind of the other doctrinal issues with which Christianity is impeded in understanding who the devil is. And I came to a few conclusions, and one of these was an interesting statistic, and that is that 4 out of 10 Christians believe the devil is not a living being, but a symbol of evil. I think that's quite an interesting statistic, because a few of the other percentages that were left didn't have any real idea of who the devil was. And another observation, which brings its own interesting conclusion, is that we, or Christianity in the main today, derives its belief in the doctrine of the devil from a standard medieval depiction, which was formulated by Gregory the Great, or Pope Gregory, who was the 64th Bishop of Rome. So he was the one who integrated the devil as the first creation of God into the Christian angelic hierarchy as the highest of the angels, either a cherub or a seraph, who fell far into the depths of hell and became the leader of the demons. Now, I think that's an important observation to make, is that the doctrine of the devil came 500 years after Jesus Christ brought us the New Testament in his blood. It's a difficult thing to comprehend that it took half of 1,000 years to formulate to what is Christianity in the main such an important doctrine. I also learned that different denominations and different cultures, therefore interpreting Christianity in different lights, have many differing opinions and beliefs in the doctrine of a devil, which shows me that it is not a universally agreed to doctrine. And I think that one thing we all must realize is that the Bible, not Christian theology or teachings by different groups, should form the foundation of our belief in the Bible. So we could go on and on about how people perceive the devil to be, how different denominations perceive the Christian devil to be, how the doctrine of the devil is formulated. But I think I'm going to leave it there because I came away quite confused as to exactly what the doctrine of the devil is. But I came away knowing that it is not universal in its meaning. Christians view it differently. Different churches view it differently. Different church fathers view it differently. That there's lots of argument within the realms of Christianity as to exactly what the devil is and where the emphasis should be placed. So let's rather just turn to the teaching of the Bible. I will use certain of the information and research that I have come across to state in